What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm talking about this whole AnimeTube business. Now, I actually heard about this story last week where people were discussing whether or not AnimeTube was basically a scam because they had a Kickstarter going on. And I decided not to talk about the video at that time or talk about the topic at that time because I kind of wanted to find out a little bit more information and kind of see how this was all going to play out. And there's actually been quite a few updates about this whole Kickstarter AnimeTube app and how it was supposed to work since then. So let me get started with some of the information that I was able to find about it. So basically, AnimeTube was a Kickstarter campaign that was pretty much started to basically bring about an anime service that was pretty much free for anime users. How I heard it was supposed to work was that it was free with free with ads, very similar to kind of how Crunchyroll basically kind of works if you don't have a paid subscription. And they were also going to have a paid subscription. Now, that's what I read previously back last week. Now, apparently the person that was in charge of this whole Kickstarter, his name was George Weller. And I'm actually gonna read some excerpts from AnimeNewsNetwork.com where they kind of talked about a little bit more regarding this story. So basically, they put out on a Kickstarter that they basically need to raise $50,000 that would help with pretty much putting this entire, not website together, but kind of would like help with licensing. And a lot of people were saying there's no way that $50,000 is going to pay for this. That's just not possible. They also previously had a Kickstarter in last year in June where they raised about $63,000, but they actually need to raise like $200 and something thousand at the time. So it was kind of like a failed Kickstarter, but they put it back up again and they actually raised about $110,000. So they raised a heck of a lot of money because anime fans, as far as most of us know, is that we love our anime. A lot of anime fans don't want to pay for their anime. So if there's an app that's going to give them free anime, give them pretty much every anime that they can think of that has a wider library compared to all the other anime streaming services that are currently out, then a lot of people are basically going to back it up. People are going to be like, I'm going to, Kickstarter this. I think it's a great idea. And I wasn't for sure when I first heard about it. But anyway, that's the gist of what I found out about the entire Kickstarter. Now, at this point in time, though, at the recording of this video, the Kickstarter has been removed. It was removed as of July 9th, which was last week on Friday. Their Twitter is now basically kind of shut down. They had a Discord server as well, and their Discord was kind of shut down as well. So basically at this point, it's kind of defunct. It's not going to happen. A lot of people within the anime industry had told a lot of fans that this is a scam. There's no possible way that this is a real thing. There's no way that this is going to happen. And a lot of people kind of agreed with them because a lot of people were kind of like, they're not offering anything new that already some streaming services are pretty much offering. When they listed the titles of anime that they were pretty much trying to get licensed, it was a lot of anime that had already been previously licensed or are currently already licensed to a lot of other different services like Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Fairy Tail, just the list goes on. And these were hundreds and hundreds of anime. And then they said they were in contact with a licensing distributor over in Japan, but then it came out that actually the people that they were in contact with was actually not a licensing organization, that they were actually a trade group. And the title was the Association of Japanese Animation, or the AJA. They also, apparently it came forward that they actually were the producers or the creators of an app. So apparently they actually have their LLC is called GameFace, and they are in Austin, Texas. And they've produced a lot of mobile applications for Windows 10, for Xbox One, and they actually did have an app actually also called AnimeTube that was actually pulled from the Microsoft store last year. And this was mostly due to the whole like IP issue because of the fact that they were basically pulling YouTube videos that were like anime related or anime YouTube videos from YouTube itself and having it play. And so basically Microsoft ended up pulling it. And so then at first they had said that they were not a part of it, and then it came forward that that actually was their application. So basically at this point, we kind of all know that AnimeTube was basically a scam. It was something that probably was not going to get off the ground. People probably felt that it sounded good. I feel like this was kind of similar to all the similar like anime streaming sites that a lot of us used to use before streaming really came big, as far as like with the bigger companies like Funimation or Crunchyroll, or when we were able to afford it. Someone had also said that it feels like AnimeTube was like 10 years too late because of them trying to now license a lot of anime, because they were like, even Disney is trying to license anime at this point, because anime for a lot of these bigger companies is now a cash cow, because they honestly see that it is kind of an untapped market right now. Maybe not as untapped as we thought it was, or how it was previously when Netflix first started getting a lot of anime, but it's still a fairly niche and kind of untapped market at this current time. So that was pretty much what I found out about this whole AnimeTube situation. To me, it is very sketchy that now your Twitter is no longer working, your Discord server is defunct. I had heard a lot of things from like reading on Twitter that a lot of people were like, yeah, the people are very rude. If you ask like really general questions, as far as like questions that you feel like they should be able to answer, like how they said like, what regions are you going to serve? They pretty much kind of didn't have an answer for it. And they had said that it seemed like anyone that asked a legitimate question, they kind of like said they were a troll, or they said that they were being rude. And a lot of people were like, I'm not being rude, I'm asking a legitimate question because I really want to know more about this product, but you're not really giving me anything. They got in trouble for having like pictures that were featuring shows that they did not have. They even said they were going to have like Netflix originals and Crunchyroll originals, which I didn't think that was going to happen at all. I did not donate to this Kickstarter program. I in no way had planned to anyway. But when I heard about it, I was like, this just sounds like every single like illegitimate streaming service that we've all used to use at some point when anime streaming was not as big as it is now. And we just didn't have access to it at the time. And I'm just so glad that I did not donate to this program. That's just me. I'm glad I didn't donate to that Kickstarter whatsoever. But what do you guys think about this information? What do you think about the whole AnimeTube situation? I'm glad their Kickstarter got shut down. And to me, personally, I'm like, with the amount of anime that we have and the amount of streaming services that have anime, Hulu, Prime Video, Netflix, Crunchyroll, we have VRV, which also includes Crunchyroll and also has High Dive along with a lot of other services. We also have Funimation. To me, it seems like we have a lot of anime streaming services already, and what this one was trying to offer wasn't anything different. The only thing they had going for it was the fact that they wanted to have a bigger library than all those other services and kind of have everything in like one place. But that was going to cost a whole bunch of money, more money than they were going to get from this Kickstarter. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they also had a few people that they had actually came in touch with to do like a brand deal, I guess, with them. And a lot of people backed out because they found out that the money that they were going to be getting was from Kickstarter money and not money that they had actually gotten from, you know, people that put money into a company because they basically believe in it. And so they were like, nope, we're not going to do this anymore. Sorry, we're out. And, you know, I don't blame them personally. You know, it was just ridiculous. But like I said, I feel like with the amount of streaming services that we have already, that this was like, I agree with the guy saying they're about 10 years too late. If this would have been something that would have happened like when anime streaming wasn't a big thing at the time and was still kind of like very much restricted to a lot of the more illegitimate and illegal streaming services, then I feel like they probably would have gotten this up off the ground, and they probably would have had like been like another Crunchyroll, where we all know Crunchyroll's story was that it started as a illegitimate streaming service, and then due to the popularity of it, I believe a lot of legitimate like anime companies started actually working with them and giving them licensing to actually put their shows up there. So it was a way to combat the whole illegal aspect. Now, you know, that was like a one-off, and to me that was because Crunchyroll struck at the right place, right time, and it just worked and it just took off. So yeah, I just think, like I said, I think they were also like 10 years too late. with this, and I'm glad that their Kickstarter got shut down. I actually tried to go to their Kickstarter, and that's where I found out it was shut down. It had said it was due to IP copyright issue, which I'm assuming is based off of the images that they were posting. I went through their Twitter to see if I could find their Twitter, and when I found it, it just kept saying that something was wrong, which to me tells me that it is deleted at this point. And by scrolling through the comments on Twitter was when I found out that their Discord server had actually also been shut down. So to me, that just all around shows me that this was illegitimate, and they kind of figured that this wasn't going to come off the ground, and that they just, as a way, were just trying to sucker a lot of anime fans out of some money, which is terrible, that people were going to basically treat anime fans this way just to make a quick buck or just to make some money and not actually go through with any of their promises. But what do you guys think about this? Like I said, I think I'm glad that it got shut down. Like I said, I'm glad that this company is no longer trying to do this anymore. I feel like this won't be the last of them. Like, I feel like they're probably going to try something else. I don't know though. This is just me and my thoughts and my opinion. But what do you guys think? Comment below your thoughts. Also, an update from my last video where I talked about the Fruits Basket prequel. So I had my information kind of, or basically incorrect. So I had said that it was kind of like a Yashahime situation where it was like an original story and there wasn't a manga that went along with it. I'm incorrect, so thank you guys who were in my comments that actually corrected me. It is actually based off of the whole Toru's Parents prequel series that's supposed to come out, or whatever it is that's supposed to come out, is actually based off of volume number 16 in Fruits Basket, where there are a few chapters where they actually talk about the meeting of Toru's parents. And apparently in the anime they never actually showed this, so that is why they're deciding to take those few chapters and animate them. We do not know if it is going to be a series, an OVA, or a movie. At this current time, we have no other details about that. So I just wanted to put that out there and tell you guys thank you for being in my comments. Also, if you're hearing some like yelping or crying in the background or jingling, those are my cats. I got another kitten and they are playing. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. Yeah, they're on the couch and they're playing. So yeah. I will see you guys soon with a brand new video. Links below to all my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, and I also, of course, have a TikTok where I post little mini reviews of all the anime and manga that I've currently been reading and what I basically have finished. So definitely feel free to check that out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon with a brand new video. Like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy in today's day and age, stay healthy, and of course, please stay safe. Oh, and subscribe. All right, you guys. Bye.